CJ Stroud's rookie year right here, real quick. Obviously, they're 11 personnel or 12, whatever you want to call it, against Atlanta. Sophomore year, fast forwarding next year, which we'll have this segment and watch him live next year in his second year. What do you see defenses doing, I guess, to kind of cloudy his judgment going into a sophomore year where they're not going to let this guy – they don't want him to throw for 5,040 touchdowns next year after a 4,025 touchdown rookie campaign?
Here's what's interesting. His production was because of efficiency, not volume. And that's what makes Houston tough to defend. They are very balanced. They run the ball. They run enough quick game stuff. Like, they make it very difficult to just pressure them because of the way they attack you. And like CJ is just so accurate throwing the ball. I mean, his ball location is tremendous. His poise under pressure is elite. I mean, he has a rare ability to be calm when it's chaotic. And he has a high football IQ. So that's why he's productive. And they were productive whether they were healthy at receiver or unhealthy at receiver last year just because of his talent. So I just think they're going to be better. I think adding Danielle Hunter to that defense is going to make them better on defense. I think they had a great offseason.
Shaun, this is what I don't even see Jalen Hurts, Lamar struggle with, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields. I see a lot of guys that have even been in 5-year veterans in this league right now, and it goes back to what we talk about in college, just the lack of coaching QB fundamentals. CJ comes in here knowing that I got a one high safety who's, for whatever reason, 20 yards deep, and then I got straight man across the board, knowing the slot defender cannot come, and now the yellow circled Mike backer on the screen is CJ's only what we used to call danger player. So he knows right now the yellow circle disappears, I make the slant throw. If he stays, I'm looking elsewhere in the progression. CJ, knowing this as a rookie, is very, very impressive, A. And in B, next year what you may see is, instead of this look, you may see that's too easy for this kid. He's advanced. Now the DN that's on the ball, he drops off. They do the same thing, and now I throw a pick to the slant. So, like, there's things that defensive coordinators will do. But what do you see about his knowledge and his IQ, football IQ? We call it FBI, football intelligence in this rookie year.
I think it's great understanding matchup. They're obviously playing man-to-man. He's looking for best matchup, shortest throw. You get Dalton Schultz matched up on a pure linebacker in 55. That's advantage Texans. It's easy out the peripheral to keep his eye on that end and sees if he drops, because he's also free releasing the back. So they're getting 5 out in the route. So he has options if Schultz don't get a release or that defensive end drops. So I just think this is a really good football play, good ID by the quarterback, understanding where his advantage was. 53 is kind of giving away what he's in because he's shading to the side of the back. So there's a big gap there. And it's a good play design.
Talk about CJ's eyes in the blue circle. Talk about his eyes. As soon as he takes the snap, his eyes are sitting there holding 53. He's not holding the free safety, contrary to a lot of the people in the chat's belief, because the safety's 23 yards deep. The 53 is his sole read key, and that's his, like I said, that's his alert player. So look at those eyes. Just that settle eye movement. 53 knew, oh, shit, the back is free. I'm chasing through the man to scrape through to the back. I got to chase this back. And his eyes told me just for a second, as you and I know, quarterback's number one attribute, be a actor, salesman. You have to be an actor. And he's selling him on 53 right now that I'm going to throw the back. Boom, that's it. And he opens up the void, throws the slant backside, and now you got a big gainer.
I just love the fact that his eyes, feet match up with the route combination. Part of being an actor is saying the right line at the right time, right? I love the fact that he immediately gets back front side, gets rid of the ball accurately so his guy can catch and run. A lot of times young quarterbacks get so caught up in looking off the safety, they're late with this ball. And they give that defender a chance to get back involved in the play. So I just think this is great understanding, timing, ball location by Stroud.
And also, young quarterbacks we see, they would try to gun this ball.
Right. Great
touch.
Yeah, great touch on this pass. Well, he knows when to dial it up and when to dial it down. And the importance of this situation is the ball location. That ball is catchable ball right in a position where shorts can see it, catch it, tuck it, run. If you notice, the one great thing about him, he gets rid of the ball on time and he throws a tremendously accurate football.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, great feet. Like I said, this is technical one-on-one. This is Ryan Day's best product by far, in my opinion. And his feet match up, like you said, but just that subtlety stepping in the bucket right there. He's stepping out of bounds. You see so many quarterbacks now where we're throwing an out-cutting route or out-breaker, and you see his you see an out-cut, and you see their feet step downhill like a slant. And then you see balls thrown behind receivers. He's clearly stepping out of bounds, and that ball is also going out of bounds where only the receiver can catch it. His feet impress me with his eyes, and like you said, it's just in the ball coming out. It's coming out hot. It's a flick of the wrist. It's a three-quarter motion. You don't see elongated motion right here. That ball is gone. You're not seeing a wind-up. You're not seeing a wasted motion. You're seeing his platform, his off arm is I like to see it slap the wall behind him, but right now he knows where he's going. Boom.
Very efficient quarterback. Doesn't waste any motion. Very composed in the pocket. You know, I'm just telling you, he's just when I watched this film at Ohio State last year, I told Michael Lombardi, I was still at Vista at the time, this might be the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen. And he's a guy that's been able to match up traditional three-step with shotgun footwork.
Yep.
So he's not late throwing the quick game stuff.
And luckily, we got all three options here on the film. We get the wide, the tight, and the tight from both end zones. So it's great to break down.
All he's doing is reading his safety here, because young quarterbacks, it's kind of tough to tell sometimes in the NFL if they're playing cover 2 or quarters. And so what he's looking at is on the snap, is this boundary safety going to the numbers, or is he going vertical back down the field? If he's going vertical, then most likely it's some form of quarters. If he's widening, then there's probably some form of cover 2, and then this is a dangerous throw to the out route, because that means this corner is a squat player, and he can intercept it. So if you look at his head, he's going to this boundary safety just to see what his initial movements are, and he's getting depth, not width.
He backpedals, Shaun. I'm throwing it out right now. He gives me 1 ounce of backpedal. I'm out of there.
Yep.
So just for my clarity, because I've never been a coverage guy, so him seeing those safeties backpedal is a sign that they're in quarters, is what you're saying.
Yes, most likely.
Or
NFL,
two man,
they
some sort of
can play quarter,
nowadays it's quarters match.
This is quarters, because they could easily be playing cover 2 here.
Right. Yeah, it's like a quarter half look. My definition of quarter is a little different. The safety's probably tighter, filling the box in the run game, but the corner means the corner's out of there. Either way, this is a quarters match look where the corner's out of there. CJ knows the corner has that quarter of the field, and he's throwing that out cut.
Love it.
Let me throw one more and we get out of here. CJ's impressive, though. I've watched a shitload of film. I got every game last year, I believe, of the Texans. So, little inside zone, or actually truck, pulling a guard tackle, a little counter action with the read and the defensive end off the backside. So they're running counter to the right, and they're pulling it off the backside defensive end and reading that backer to either keep it or pitch it. It is just old school triple option. I love doing it with CJ, because CJ is not necessarily a runner, Shaun, by nature, but he can at least get you something if he does want to pull it.
And look at the creativity. I think they got Tank Dell in the backfield, motion him to lighten the box. And this is really if the right tackle,
pull it.
If the right tackle gets a little more movement on 90, I mean, this might hit the running back might hit his head on the end zone.
Right there. That double team right there gets more depth. We got action.
Good job by that D tackle, though, by playing that. You know what I'm saying? He saw it coming. He stopped, held his ground. So you got to appreciate that. You know, those big guys get paid too.
You're right.
Yep. I would have liked the guard to help his ass. I would have cussed the guard out for not fucking you up, Smitty, because he didn't need to help out on the back block on the center. We don't need 2 hats on the shade. We need 2 hats on the fucking 3 technique. Whoever the fuck thought that he should have got up the field, Smitty, you're just horrible. You were horribly coached, Smitty.
Yeah, no, you're right. The guard didn't because I mean the guys his initial alignment is that of a true 3 technique. So the guard initial thought was like, I'm gonna have to. I got to put some. Give him at least
That
a
guard
shoulder.
center, that guard tackle right there should be 6-inch stepping, deucing the shit out of that. That guard is leaving to a back block on a center that doesn't make sense to me.
I agree.
Like you could solo that, Shaun. Now in college we probably are doing that, but
Scoop
in
block,
the NFL, hey, everyone gets paid. So
And 77 is playing too high.
yeah,
He's not playing with leverage.
yeah. Is that the big boy? Is that the
The right tackle.
the right tackle? Yeah.
I love film, man. I love learning.
That's